All right, hey, we are live. Welcome
Cool.
to Live with Ken Walls and Mr. Jeffrey Gitomer, the king of sales. Jeffrey, how you
Hello,
doing?
Ken. Fine, and yourself?
Good. We're running a few minutes late here because I was having technical issues. So listen, Danielle Rowe is on here and she's already shared. Danielle shared and she doesn't even realize what she just did. So just want to let everybody know up front, and I will be interrupting Mr. Gitomer along the way. Jason Ald and Linda Ann Barber, I got to tell you guys, anyone who shares this out tonight, anyone that shares this stream out will be receiving two free ebooks by Mr. Gitomer.
It's a combined ebook, and we don't want to lie to people.
Oh, it's a combined ebook. Okay, my bad. How to listen and how to get others to listen to you.
Right. It's easy. How to listen is a much simpler task. You know what I mean? You just sit there, shut the hell up, and But there's two different kinds of listening. One is listen with the intent to understand.
Yeah.
And the other is listening with the intent to respond.
Yes.
And most people listen with the intent to respond, failing to completely understand. Now, if you go to a movie, you don't usually respond. You're just kind of sitting there unless you like tap your wife or your husband or something and talk to them. But you're not responding to the movie. You know, hey, this is not what I paid for. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't respond in church or synagogue, correct?
Right.
You're sitting there, and the priest or the minister guy, he's telling you how you're going to go to hell and you're no good, and you're going to be in a handbasket wherever they are.
Right.
And people fall asleep.
They do.
They're listening and they fall asleep because it's the same damn message.
Right. So how do you get people to listen then?
Well, first of all, Jews don't have heaven and hell.
Oh.
We have wholesale and retail. And that separates us from the rest.
Oy vey. What's oy vey mean? I've always wanted to ask.
It's like, oh my.
Oh, okay. Okay. So for everybody, for anybody, as all of you know, if you don't know who Jeffrey Gitomer is, he is a comedian.
Unlicensed.
Yeah, unlicensed comedian. He has been let's see, you've been on the New York Times bestseller list how many times?
4 times.
4 times on the New York Times bestseller list at number 1?
No, in the top 10. I think the little gold book was actually the highest. Yeah, there's a red book, right? I'll show it out too. Red book was number, I think it came in at number 7 or 8.
Okay.
It was the New York Times changes their algorithm.
Yeah.
I happened to hit the gold book of Yes Attitude just right. It debuted number 2 on New York Times and Wall Street Journal and was number 1 on USA Today. Yeah, that one.
This one.
And yep.
Phenomenal book.
Yeah, amazing. And not even my best-selling book. The Little Red Book by far exceeds everything.
Sure.
And still sells tons.
Yeah.
Every week. But the challenge with anything now, it's hard to get a book on the New York Times bestseller list.
Yeah.
You got to write a fiction novel like Harry Potter.
Right.
They changed the algorithm to the ban. There's no more how-to books on the New York Times bestseller list. It's all Malcolm Gladwell and other people that write parables and stories, not how-to.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty off that list for a while, but you can still make the Wall Street Journal list easily.
So I want to repeat for those that are just.
If you've got 3,000 books, you can make the Wall Street Journal list.
If you've got what?
If you sell 3,000 books a week, you can make the Wall Street Journal bestseller list.
A week?
It goes from Sunday to Monday, in a week.
Wow.
Now, see this book?
Yeah.
103 straight weeks on the Wall Street Journal bestseller list.
Dude, that
103.
Crazy.
I know. It's
wow. What about
Yeah.
I have the Little Red Book of Sales Answers. I have
It's being,
the Sales
yep. Yep.
Manifesto, one of my favorite books.
It's pretty good.
It's really good.
Um,
Here's my
yeah,
favorite quote. I just posted it a little bit ago. Can you guys see that?
you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. It's good. It's a good one.
Now
Oh,
this
wait.
one here, weak
We,
salespeople.
we,
Jeez.
we salespeople.
I told you. He's a very bad comedian. So weak salespeople look at quotas and become fearful. Mediocre salespeople look at quotas as a goal. Manifesto salespeople look at quotas and laugh. I love that, man.
It's so powerful. Yeah, it's very
I
powerful.
love
And
that.
the most interesting thing is it's true.
It is true. So,
You know, you
for the
pick the
people,
best side.
hey, hold on.
Pick
The
the
people that are just joining, if you share this out, you're getting a free ebook. It's a combined two ebooks combined into one, how to listen and how to get others to listen to you. For anyone who shares this out, you will be. Now, I just got notified that you and your wife both shared it out. You guys don't count.
Oh, we don't get a book. We wrote the book.
I know you wrote it. So, and
Oh, it's two ebooks. We split them up. Sorry, you'll get two.
oh, you get two ebooks.
I've just been informed by our.
I'm so confused right now. So you get two ebooks if you share this stream out. So as a thank you gift. And then something we are going to be talking about is this unbelievable it's the 7-figure sales formula seminar series that you're doing that starts on Thursday. One person on this stream, if you stay on the stream and you've shared this out, one lucky winner is going to win a free ticket valued at 500 and some change, right?
No, it's $497.
$497. One person will win a seat to that for free.
That's pretty cool. And maybe we're going to look at comments. Uniform sales guru here. Everybody has their own capabilities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just for the record, Ken and I kind of already know each other. It's not like this is not my first dance with Ken.
No, it's not.
But we only test dance, just so we know, just so we have it down right.
Hey, we hugged. We've hugged.
Yeah, we've hugged.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
I'm not. There's no photos. Is there? It's funny. I took a hug picture with Charlie Tremendous Jones one time, and now it's in his book.
Oh my gosh!
Because he was a hugger. Anyway.
I'm in the middle of writing another book. Did I tell you that?
No, what's it called?
I'm not going to say that yet. I don't want anybody stealing it. But it's literally about how to make decisions in life. I think people get stuck there. So, and I'm gonna ask one of my dear friends, Jeffrey Gitomer, to maybe write a little thing in it.
Sure, I'll be happy to do that.
In private, I would never do that publicly.
A blurb is free. A forward costs money. Well, just so we know.
Oh my God! All right, so
all these people on here, what do you want to know tonight? You can ask me any sales question you want, and that may impact who gets selected anyway.
Right.
Because we're going to select somebody at random.
So a sales question.
Yeah.
Or how about a life question?
Or a Philadelphia Eagles question. Had the Eagles pull it out on Sunday, which they did.
They did.
And or who's the highest paid college football team in the country? It might be the Ohio State. Who has more running backs in jail than any team in the country?
Oh my God. So dude, no, I mean, okay, people need to look, if things were perfect, every single person on this stream would be a multimillionaire, right? Because they would know how to sell everything to
True.
anyone ever, right?
Yeah, it's not that easy. Sales is not easy. There's some simple processes, but it's not an easy thing. And you have to have intestinal fortitude and resilience in order to be able to withstand all of the rejection that you get. Because you're going to get rejected most of the time.
Dude,
Nobody sells at a greater rate than 50%. They just don't.
here is a great question from my buddy Channing Gardner. He says, suggestions for getting in front of a prospect who already has a negative perspective of your product or your company. That's a good question, man.
Say that again.
Suggestions for getting in front of a prospect who already has a negative perspective of your product or company.
There is only one way that negativity can go away, and that is with the voice of customers. That is the only way. Because if I'm not going to go to your website and see how great you are and see what you say about yourself, because it's all bullshit. I'm going to go and I want to have customers posting about me on Facebook with videos that tell everybody how great I am. A YouTube channel, live, a video, Facebook channel, some ability, even Instagram, some ability to broadcast how wonderful you are, period.
And then get that in front of your potential prospect.
Send them links.
Yep. Amen.
You may be right about what you think about our business, but somebody else is doing a hell of a, whatever it is. What's the guy's business? Do you know that?
Yeah. I don't know what Channing is doing these days. Channing, what business are you in? And while he is answering that, if anyone else has questions about sales, about anything,
Questions?
No. Jen wants.
oh,
Jen wants to ask.
Jen said, "Can we go to Paris?"
Can we go to Paris?
I already know the answer to that. Oh, he's still okay. Channing's doing outdoor advertising. I don't know if that means sign spinners. That would be outdoors. Billboards, bus seats. I'm not sure.
The one thing that you see about billboards and bus seats, they're all about advertisers, and there's nothing about thank yous. There's no gracious message on a bus.
That's true. Julie Strickler, thank you for sharing this. Julie just won 2 free ebooks, How to Listen and How to Get Others to Listen to You. So he said billboards and online. Billboards and online. Sorry, I keep interrupting you, but hey, I warned you. I said I was going to interrupt you.
Don't worry about it. How do you stop the phone? How do you stop from the phone being so heavy to pick up to call a prospect?
Oh,
and the answer is, and that's Julie Strickler.
Yeah.
You have something of value to say instead of making your boring ass sales pitch.
Like what would give an example?
Okay, I don't know what she sells, but let's say it's outdoor advertising.
Okay.
Because somebody here sells outdoor advertising, so I can call up and say, I'd like to speak to the person in charge of outdoor advertising, or I'd like to speak to the person in charge of billboards, or I'd like to speak to the marketing department, and that's not what you want, right?
Right.
You're going to get aside. What you're going to say is, what's the most impressive billboard you've ever seen? Like, whoa. I had my bank in Charlotte used to be First Citizens Bank, and they were very entrepreneur heavy. And then my banker called me one day and said, hey, they're not going to support entrepreneurs much longer. You might want to go to another bank. And I did, but my idea for their marketing department was, if you're an entrepreneur and you don't think you can get a loan at First Citizens, remember, we loaned money to Gitomer. And I want to put that on a billboard.
Oh my God. Oh, that is freaking funny.
Is that funny or what? They wouldn't go for
it. So
I don't know why, but
Susan Harper says how to deal with burnout.
um, actually, it is not burnout. It you can call it burnout if you want, but it's frustration. You're frustrated with what's going on around you, either people or leadership or compensation plan or customers not buying from you based on what you perceive as their price. All of which can be overcome if you change your attitude towards where you are. Maybe you just need a week away or a weekend away. Just go away. If you feel like you're burnt out, what you need to do is get back on fire. You need to light a candle under your ass and put yourself in a position where, you know what, the first of the month is coming along and you got a mortgage payment. And I think that there's other things that can inspire you to get to that next level. Not motivate you, but inspire. Because if you inspire someone, they stick around for a longer time.
Right.
You motivate yourself, but inspire others.
What do you do if you can't get away for a weekend? What if you're burnt out and broke?
Then what you might want to do is find gainful employment. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. If you're burnt out and you're not making enough money, you find a place. And this is interesting. This is really interesting because this is going to be paradoxical. Someone who doesn't have enough money is going to look for a job that gives them money. When in fact, if they look for a job that they love, they'll make money.
Right.
They'll earn money. So don't worry about, stay broke for a while. Find something that you absolutely love and do that. At least you'll go to work happy.
Right.
Because if you go to work broke, you're going to be pissed off when you get there.
That is so true.
There's one other piece of advice. Call every single person that you owe money to in advance and tell them that you have to delay payment. Don't let people come down on you.
Love that.
And have that add to your woes. Be proactive about telling people you're broke, and most of them will understand.
I have another question for you from somebody else. I have it up on the screen from Mark Sierra. Mark says, Julie Strickler's laughing at you still. He says, what do you do what to do when you have read all the books and are kicking ass, but the ops side is having trouble executing and fulfilling our promises? I know we have to work together, but how do you get the conversation started and some real action steps put into place? That's a great question.
That is a great question, and there's only one answer for it. You walk into the CEO's office, you stand up on his desk with all of the shit on his desk, and you scream, I have an ops problem, and I'm either going to fix it or leave.
Right. Dude, that's true.
You don't go and confront ops yourself because they already hate you.
That's right.
They think you're a golfing lazy bastard.
Well, they might be, but they're selling all the stuff.
But the bottom line is this. Ops people don't like salespeople at the core.
That's true.
Warehouse people don't like salespeople at the core. Service people don't like salespeople at the core. You name it. They don't like salespeople. They're jealous because salespeople make more money.
Yeah.
The only person who gives a shit is the CEO of the company.
That's true.
And you can't go in and have a civil meeting. You have to shake things up a little bit. Now, maybe standing on his desk might be a little rude. You might want to stand on a chair first and then the desk. but you definitely want to go and make an impression. Say,
what would you do if a salesperson, you're the CEO of your company, what would you do if a salesperson walked in and stood up on your desk?
I would love it. I would totally love it. Well, first of all, there's no room on my desk. It's
Oh my
just,
God, that's funny. Holy
it is
crap.
fun.
I would
But
literally like, I wouldn't know what to
show me
do.
the top sales guy in the company, and I'll show you the guy with enough balls to do it.
Right. And that's also, look, if you're selling, if I may go a little bit deeper on the question and your answer, like seriously, if you're like selling a lot and you're having problems with operations and getting stuff done, like dude, you carry more weight than most people in the company if you're selling a lot, right?
You're responsible for profit and income. The only
Right.
two things that CEOs give a shit about: profit and income.
That's
All the rest
it.
of the people don't do anything. You
That's
don't go
it.
to the vice, you don't go to the HR person. They are a drain on revenue and a drain on humankind. They
Yeah.
don't do anything.
Channing Gardner said at first I thought he said to take a dump on the desk. No,
No,
no.
you jump on the desk. It's jump with a J. Fucking people from Ohio can't
He's
even hear.
he's not from Ohio. He's in Illinois. So
Oh, different farm.
oh wow. Wow. Nobody in the Midwest get offended right now. So
Yeah,
look,
please listen. I lived before you give me any shit. I lived for 4 years in Bean Blossom, Indiana.
where in the hell
Population
is that?
it's south of Indianapolis in Brown County. It
Wow.
is the most beautiful place on the planet. I never locked my house. I never took my keys out of the car for 4 years.
Wow.
It was wonderful, but it was wonderful and near nothing. I had to go.
Right.
It was time for me to go.
Right. Right.
But
So
put a note in here if you've ever been to Brown County.
So listen, I want to talk a little bit about, and we're going to come back. I want people to also continue asking questions. This has been great so far. I'm getting
Yep.
ready to post a link in here, and I want Jeffrey, if you would, I'd like for you to. Hey Tim Alt, how are you, brother? So I would like for you to talk a little bit about the seven-figure sales formula seminar series that you have coming up. It's starting here in a couple of days, right? Starts on Thursday, the first seminar.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you've made it literally impossible for people not to be involved in this. Like, dude, just tell
Here,
everybody what it's about.
yeah. Um, I've made about $100 million worth of sales over the past 40 years, which is not a bad record.
It's pretty good.
And I went back and I looked at the sales that I made and discovered that there's one element that was consistently found in every one of the sales, big or small, that I made. And I'm going to talk about that. I had a formula for making the sale, but not a process, a formula for making the sale. And I added this element that made it compelling, literally compelling. And I did it in New York City on cold calls,
Wow.
albeit they were targeted. They were cold calls. I never made, in my first 5 years of being in Manhattan, I never made a sale to anybody that I already knew.
What?
Now, a couple of the calls were arranged by friends of mine, like, hey, you got to see this guy. He's got this great stuff. But for the most part, it was just bang on a door and walk in.
So you have over $100 million in personal sales revenue that you've generated.
Yep.
And now you are going to release this secret. It's something you've never talked about. It's something you've never
Nope.
written about in your 17,000 books you've written. How many books?
16.
16 books.
My new book is called Get Shit Done.
Right?
It's going to be classic. It is going to be a classic. It's finished. It's being edited right now. It'll be on the shelves in November.
You didn't ask me to write the foreword.
I did not. That's correct. There is no forward. I don't get endorsements anymore, and I don't write forwards anymore.
So I'm just playing. So
Oh,
but you do realize that would be like my dream come true if you wrote the forward to my book. Like it would,
sure. I
my life would be
when you
complete.
check out, there's only one T in Gitomer when you're writing the check.
Wow. Wow. Retail, wholesale. You heard it from him, straight from him. So, like the, this seminar series, it's 3 different seminars. It's how to take your sales career.
Yeah, let me explain what it is.
Yeah.
Let me explain it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
The seminar on Thursday is going to be the $1,000,000 formula, and it will include a lesson on creativity, because creativity is at the fulcrum point of what differentiates one salesperson from another. It is not your slide deck or the bullshit that your marketing department comes up with. That is what bores the hell out of people.
Right.
And I'll challenge you, if you have any kind of sales gonads whatsoever, you send your presentation to the customer the day before
Wow.
and say, listen, I'm going to send you my presentation. Tomorrow I'm going to just spend an hour talking about you and your needs. And oh, that's different.
Wow.
Okay, so that's number one. The second event will be all about the depth of your attitude, the depth of your belief, your self-confidence, your enthusiasm, all the things that make you up as a human being.
Wow.
Because I don't care if I teach you the best stuff in the world. If you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe in your product, you don't believe in your company, and you don't believe the customer is better off having purchased from you, you're screwed.
Hey, can I interrupt you real fast? I
Go,
want
go, go.
anybody jumping on right now, for any new viewers that are hopping on. If you share this out, you will be getting two free ebooks written by Jeffrey Gitomer. Number 1, how to listen, and number 2, how to get others to listen to you. So share this stream out, and you'll get those 2 free gifts from Jeffrey Gitomer. And I'm telling you, this is going to be the rest of what he's getting ready to tell you. I know what it is. So
Oh,
go.
all
This
right.
is
So
awesome.
number one is the formula plus creativity plus a secret ingredient.
Yep.
Number 2 is belief, attitude, enthusiasm, self-confidence.
Yep.
And number 3 is how to get all the referrals you could ever hope for. Because the referral in the end is a report card of how you built a relationship, how you delivered quality, how you served. All the elements that go into the referral deal are pretty much unknown. And I'll share with this one message. My method does not include asking for a referral. Because if you ask for a referral, you're going to get either turned down or put aside.
Wow.
And your boss is going to, as soon as you make a sale, you ask for a referral. That is the worst freaking time to ask for a referral on the planet. You've earned nothing. Thanks for buying. You know anybody else that I might be able to buy to?
Hey, everybody on here that's ever done what he just said, put a 1 in the comment. Seriously, I want to know. I've done it. I'm guilty. I'll be the first one. I can't do it, but I'll be the first one. So, I've done it. That's the only way I've ever known. So you're saying that you're going to teach a better way?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to teach the only way.
Wow.
I'll just tell you this. I have a financial planner, a guy who does the insurance and all the other crap. We have a relationship. I refer people to him on a regular basis. He's never asked me for anything.
Wow.
Why would I do that? Hey, the guy didn't ask you for anything. Why would you give it to him? Because he's the best.
Wow.
Dude, he's the best. So I know if I refer somebody to my dentist, or I refer somebody to my chiropractor, or I refer somebody to my doctor or my lawyer, I only deal with people who are the best, period. Why would I deal with somebody who's second best?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need heart surgery. Let me see. Who's got the cheapest price? Seriously?
Right. Yeah, I don't want that.
I had 20 years ago and 10 years ago, I had throat problems. I had polyps on my vocal folds. People think they're called vocal cords, but they're not. They're called vocal folds. I had a little like polyp on them, and it stopped me from speaking clearly or without rasping. Did I go to a surgeon who is just out of college because I could get a deal?
Right.
No, I went to a guy who's the best surgeon in the world and doesn't take insurance.
Wow.
It's my throat.
Right.
What
Right.
am I going to, like, seriously? I'm going to let some guy cut my throat that's half-assed?
I agree. Totally agree, man.
No way.
So,
And this guy's like phenomenal.
so so you're going to teach all of this. You're going to do well, hold it. There's something else that you're doing too, right? So you're doing seminar 1.
Yeah, I'm going to do a couple of live group coaching sessions. And one of them is like the 17th. The first one is right after the first event. The 17th of September is the first group coaching session.
Wow.
And you can ask anything, but there's one question you cannot ask anymore.
What?
Why have the Eagles never won a Super Bowl? Can't ask that question.
Oh my gosh.
Cowboy fans.
I said something. Frank Cronetti, Frank. I told you about Frank, my buddy. He's out there at the game, out on in the tunnel where they come out, and we were talking afterwards. I said, I can't believe the Steelers they just got their butts kicked, and I go, he starts flexing on the Eagles, and I said, bro, look, man, the Steelers still have 6 championships. He's like, yeah, and most of them now exist on VHS. Whatever. I can't win. That is not funny. Don't laugh at his jokes.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then what about the so that's the group coaching stuff, right?
Yeah. So you get 3 seminars and a group coaching program. And you're going to get, now, I'm going to tell you one other thing. I filmed 5 of the best sales I've ever made. And not only, it's because I want to talk to people, I'm going to tell you how to use my formula. Well, I'm going to explain 5 of the sales and exactly what I did.
Wow.
Not like, hey, I made this big sale, look at me. Like, I made this big sale, here's exactly how I did it.
Wow.
What was the concept? What was my preparation? What was my execution? And what was the end result?
Wow.
And I'll tell you that using the way that I did it, especially in New York, I never went on a sales call that I didn't make the sale.
That's
Not
incredible. One. So somebody just said they want this. So let me find this link. I want to post this link. Now, are you still doing the VIP and super VIP?
Yes, but I don't know. I don't think so. No, I think we morphed it into this one thing.
Just the one thing. Okay, just the VIP thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna open. Yeah, this is it. So I'm gonna copy or paste this into the stream right now. There is the link if you guys want to go get signed up.
Oh.
I'm gonna actually pin that comment. So that's the link if you want to get signed up for this event. It does start Thursday, the first seminar. And what's really cool, what I think is extremely cool, is you've set this up now. Like it's $497, but you can do 3 equal payments too. 3 payments of $166.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, there were people that said that they couldn't afford it, and I don't want people to not be able to afford it.
Man, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is a, when you're doing this the right way, and you do the right things by people for an extended period of time, it almost becomes a habit. Almost. You can't do it every single time, the best, but
Yeah.
if your intentions are right, then you get into heaven. And if your intentions are not right, somebody leans over the gate and goes, "So, what were you thinking?"
So Greg Fox said, "Thank God for Jen to keep the facts straight." So there is a VIP and a super VIP.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I need
Greg
to.
Fox,
I'm gonna.
wait. Fox. Fox is like my bud, and
Yeah.
we went to the Eagles game. Yeah. So he's a ringer in here.
Why am I? So
Greg
all of a
Fox.
sudden I'm getting feedback. Can everybody else hear the feedback?
Nope.
That's weird. So
I give
I'm. I
I
just
think you're very
pinned.
good.
I just pinned a new link for the right page. The first one will work if you just want VIP, but if you want super VIP, which includes more coaching
Oh
sessions,
yeah. There is a super VIP. I apologize.
because there's
There's
more
a super
coaching
VIP.
sessions.
It's more coaching sessions and another live thing as well. But no matter what, if you sign up, you get the greatest sales videos. You get at least 2 coaching sessions. You get 3 seminars, and it's an amazing. By the way, my seminars will end with Q&A as well. So if you have a question during the sales formula, or the belief one, or the referrals one, I'll hang around for another half an hour and answer questions. And this is pretty cool. We're giving anybody who comes on the deal lifetime access.
Wow.
So it's not 2 weeks and it goes away. Like, you can refer to this literally if you're there. It's a private thing, but you'll have access forever.
That's
fair.
awesome, man.
That's awesome.
So somebody is, and I think the feedback I'm getting is because something's up with the internet connection or something. I don't know. But my buddy and he follows you everywhere. Glenn Caldwell, you know Glenn probably. He's on your stuff a lot.
I'm getting feedback. Yeah.
Are you getting feedback?
Somebody said this is a real good live broadcast feedback I've gotten so far.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a little bit.
Yeah.
So Glenn says if we have a superior insurance policy at a higher cost, what's the best way to show the gaps in a competitor's policy without sounding like I'm bashing them? That's a good question.
The only way to do it is just with a checklist. These are the 5 most important elements in your coverage for your home or your auto or your family or whatever. And these are the 5 things that we cover. Let's look at our worthy competitors. Let's look at the industry standard and see what they cover. And you don't have to say a word. Let a piece of paper speak for itself. Because insurance is all about God forbid.
Right.
People for protection. People buy it for peace of mind. You don't buy it for a policy. Hey, I got my policy. Look, it's a brand new insurance policy. In fact, I'll tell you what. You call an insurance company and you give them some bullshit about you got to claim the file, and the woman will go, "Well, have you read your policy?" I go, "Honey, I'll give you $1,000 if you can just find it."
Oh my God! Hey, let me do one thing. Let me hang up on you for a second on Skype and call you right back and see if that fixes this feedback, because it's getting bad. Let me call you right back.
Okay.
Everybody,
All right.
stay on here. I'm just gonna call him back real quick here and see if that fixes it. I don't know if it will. Hang on.
I wasn't going to accept it.
Let's see. Let's see if that fixes it. Can everybody hear? I don't hear the feedback anymore.
Well, there you go. You did turn blue.
I did?
It's fine. No, it's fine.
So,
Right.
oh, you mean the Skype
Yeah,
logo
Skype,
popped up?
Skype is just like Zoom, except Zoom works. Why do you do Zoom, for God's sake?
Oh,
Jesus,
Lord.
on Skype. That's a surprise. They've had
I,
feedback since it started.
I no, I haven't heard that. So listen, Jessica Nichols had a question too. I want to go up here and find it's the right thing to do. And I know you're all about doing the right thing. J.
Oh,
Anthony, hey, J. Anthony Bushnell says, love this guy. I'm rereading Sales Bible right now, as
cool.
applicable today as it was 15 years ago.
Make it 25 years ago, but you're correct.
25 years ago.
Well, I've updated it 5 different times.
Dude.
It's up. There's a whole section. If you have the softbound version from Wiley, Wiley's a publisher, and it says a little blurb on it that says including, I think, social selling. That's the latest version, and it's good. There's a whole section in there about social.
So here's see, you should have had me write that section, or at least consulted with me.
Oh yeah.
I'm kidding. So Jessica says, finding my market saturated with competition and home care reps everywhere. Suggestions on standing out.
Outside of your job to get another job?
No. Like, how does she stand out among all the competition?
Listen, it depends on what your home care is. If it's home care for elderly people or recovering people or whatever whatever the home care thing is, you have to have a person sitting with the customer being filmed about how great the home care is.
Yeah.
How many times do I have to tell you, your customer's voice is the only one that's going to make an impression on a future customer. Now, there's one other thing that home care does not talk about enough, and that is not just testimonials from the people, but testimonials from their children.
Mm.
My mom is safe. My dad is safe. These people take care of us 24/7. Whatever the deal is, you go to the people that hired you, which is probably not the person that you're caring for.
Gotcha.
That's the insight most people don't understand.
You know, one effective question, I don't know if I read it in one of your books or where I read it, but is going to your current customers and saying, just out of curiosity, why did you buy from me? Like, right?
It's not, you can't say it that way, and you did get it in my book, but what you have to do is find out what caused them. Yeah, why is a tough question.
Right.
It's one that your wife asks you or your husband asks you after you've been out for an evening. What'd you do? I don't want to hear that shit.
Right. Right.
So you want to say, how did you become a customer of ours? What caused you to pull the trigger to give us dollars? And you get, those are real answers, man.
Yeah.
Because they're your customer now, they'll tell you the truth. Well, I almost didn't get it, almost went with so-and-so, and I found out that they were a bunch of jackasses, and, you guys weren't. Oh, so you bought from us because we weren't jackasses? Wow, what an endorsement.
What an endorsement. Yeah.
But at least you know the truth.
Right? Jeez. So let's go back to talking about, and I've got the link pinned to this.
Yeah, I can't see the other people when you pin the link. Here it goes.
Just scroll. You just have to scroll.
Yeah.
By the way, did you know? Here's an interesting little fun fact. The average human being scrolls 300 yards a day with their thumb on Facebook.
They probably scroll. They scroll more than they stroll.
I know. It's crazy.
They're sitting on their butt scrolling instead of going outside and taking a walk.
Yeah, unless you're doing 75 hard like I am, and then you're outside a lot.
Your little videos are pretty cool.
You like them?
You come on, you're panting. This is the.
Dude, I'm on day 59. It's legit. Like Andy Frisella, you know Andy. He called me
Yeah.
out on it, man. I'm like, I ain't getting called out and not doing it. Did he call you
Yeah.
out on it?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm gonna
see,
hit
I
him up
already
and tell him to.
do it, please. I love that guy.
Oh, I do too. I do too. So what other questions? Does anybody else have a question while Jeffrey and I talk a little bit more about the seminar series coming up?
You
Any
have
other
5 minutes
questions?
to get your question in because I'm almost out of power.
You are
Well, I didn't plug it in.
on your laptop?
Yeah.
Jen, bring the charger.
Dogs walking through. This is a very trafficy area of my office.
Yeah.
We got dogs on the path. Zoe,
So
I got food. I got a dog. All she does is look for food.
right, I know.
That's her job.
Dude,
That
I
is her-
have a cat that isn't catching mice. So, and one ran across my desk.
Yeah,
I'm like-
that's not good.
No,
Yeah.
fat lazy freeloader. That's what I call him. He's a fat lazy freeloading cat, dude. So
Oh.
look.
I thought you were talking about one of your friends.
Yeah, jeez. Yes, Sandy McNichol. Yes, this is live. So if you have any questions for Mr. Gitomer, the king of sales,
Why would it not be?
yeah, Glenn Caldwell said, Ken, you can call Jeffrey out right now. So if you have any, yeah, dude, do 75 hard. Why do you need Andy to call you out? Look,
Because he
Look.
makes it. Yeah, right.
look at that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's it.
You see this muscle? It doesn't do shit.
Dude, it's literally, it's like go for a walk for 45 minutes twice a day. Once outside has to be. And that's how, I mean, that's how I had to start, man. I was so out of shape. Jeez. Anyway, so back
How do you
to,
feel now?
huh?
How do you feel now?
Dude, unstoppable, literally. That brick
Sure.
wall
We can't-
behind you,
Yeah.
I could run right through it. That's how I
Oh,
feel.
cool. Well, there you go. Well, I'm very impressive. You'd be on the 3rd floor, so you'd be pretty much. It's probably not your best.
I made
wall
it
to
through.
run.
Wow, that looked like it hurt, Ken. Not the ball.
Did you change your diet?
You know, you have to. Darren Atkins says, I read an article recently from Jeffrey on consultative selling. Was that promoting any specific book or seminar? Yeah, the seminar
No.
coming up. Oh, no?
Yeah. No, well, the consultative selling thing is simply something that I've written about it because a lot of people do it and they do it incorrectly. And so I just want to straighten it out. I straighten out a lot of stuff.
Where did you write this article?
It appears every week in my weekly email.
Oh, okay. So now it's you have a seminar, a seminar series coming up, and it starts on September 12th with the first seminar, and it's live, right?
Right. We're broadcasting it live from our studio.
That's awesome. And you're going to be teaching, you're going to do a Q&A at the end of it?
Yep. I'm going to talk about how I made $1 million sales, the one secret element that was in every single sale, and a short lesson on creativity. There's some other stuff in there, but that's all I'm willing to reveal at the moment. And then a couple of weeks later, there'll be one on who you are as a person, your attitude, your belief, your enthusiasm, your self-confidence, all the thing it takes for you to be a resilient human being. Yeah. And then the last in the series will be on referrals and how to earn them, because that is the report card for everything.
Getting unlimited referrals for life.
Yeah.
Using this method.
You get access to the seminars forever. we have a couple sponsors, but the sponsors won't appear on the lifetime one. They'll appear like we have a few sponsors that are really cool. I mean, you're gonna love who our sponsors are. They're literally hand selected,
Wow.
and we're putting up coaching programs, 2 live coaching programs that are in the group for a group, and recordings of the 5 best sales that I've ever made, million-dollar sales that were in New York City. Maybe one wasn't in New York City, but still, there. You know what went into that sale? Not the fact that I'm bragging that I made the sale, because
Right.
I don't think I give the amounts of any of the sales, but the way I made the sale. That's the whole deal. What did I do? What was the idea that germinated at? What was my targeted customer? How did I prepare for it? How did I execute it? What was my surprise element in there? How did I get to the right decision maker? The whole 9 yards. And I'm going to lead off with one of those stories tomorrow that's not even in my best sales, and it's classic.
Not tomorrow, Thursday.
Oh yeah, Thursday.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kat. Thank you for paying close.
Hey, I'm listening. I've read
Yeah.
your material. So,
Gotcha.
so, and I want to say this, like, I've known you now well. I mean, you and I have known each other pretty well for a couple of years or so.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I've been to your house, and
Yep.
and I know you're not a bragger, but
No. Well,
I'll
to my kids, I am. You know.
right, right, right. And your wife, when she yells at you, you go, "Don't you know
Oh,
who
yeah.
I am?" I'm
Exactly.
I'm kidding. Jen would never yell at you.
You know, I teach hotel clerks all the time because they're the ones that get this "don't you know who I am" bullshit from people.
Oh, God.
And I teach them to make an announcement. I say, "Hey, there's a guy at the front desk, doesn't know who he is." And it kills.
Oh my God! Or airline ticketing agents. That'd be great.
Oh yeah. Oh, believe me.
We've all seen those arrogant guys. Like, so, I've been to your house, and wow is all I could say. It literally, until I started doing 75 hard, it would have been much easier to navigate your home in a golf cart.
Look, we're very blessed to live in a real nice place. We live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
And it's a civilized place. It's home. The airport's amazing. The people are wonderful. The food is now getting good. It's starting to get more gentrified, and it has a little bit more culture to it. But it's a growing city.
Yeah.
I moved here about 480,000 people or 50,000 people. Now it's about 1 million.
Wow.
So it's, we have basketball team, we have football team, we have a couple of big banks, we have a bunch of Fortune 500 companies. It's happening.
Hey, what is that noise I hear?
Motorcycles. We also have rednecks.
So
They're left over from the last war.
So listen, and I want to look. The reason we're doing this live stream, I mean, Jeffrey and I are friends, and we can talk on the phone and shoot the crap. But the reason we're doing this is, he has this seminar series that starts on Thursday, and we're asking you to join. And there are 2 levels. There's a VIP and there's a super VIP. The VIP is $497, or, because a lot of people were saying they couldn't afford that, you can do 3 payments of $166 per month. And then there's a super VIP, and that's $1,497. And listen, all of this includes some the virtual seminars. They're live seminars. Susan said it sounded like a tribe of elephants. I agree.
Yeah.
The VIP is 2 group coaching
in their trunks.
Yeah. The VIP is the 2 group coaching video sessions. The super VIP is 4 group coaching sessions. Lifetime access everybody gets lifetime access to the seminar replays
Yep.
and
Yep.
lifetime access to the workbook materials.
Yep.
Like, that's crazy.
Come on, you can't beat it.
No way.
You can join it, but you can't beat it.
You cannot beat it. I mean, I do coaching. I don't do specifically sales coaching, but I charge way more than that. I mean, like, way more than that. So this is from the king of sales, Mr. Jeffrey Gitomer, with freaking 400 books. And Jen just said, how many books do you have?
16.
Now, how many books do you have
Oh, in the library?
in your library?
About 10,400.
That's insane, man.
No, it is insane.
I've seen it. I've seen my books in your library.
That's correct.
That is an honor, for real. That's an honor.
Oh,
It is. It's a huge honor.
I know.
So look, you guys need to jump on this. Understand that this isn't just Jeffrey getting on and talking about the little red book of selling, or talking about the little gold book of yes attitude, or talking about the sales manifesto. This is Jeffrey coming on, and he's going to say, look, I've done, and he said it just a little bit ago, I've done over $100 million in personal sales revenue on his own. And he went back over the 40 years of being in sales, and he studied it, and he's like, I found that every single sale that I ever made had one thing in common, right?
Yep.
And
I'm going to tell you what it is and how to do it.
He's going to tell everybody what that one thing is and how to deliver it in your industry, in your job. So
Yep.
get on this now. It's $166 if you can't afford the $497. It's, as my wife would say when we're watching QVC, which we don't do very often, but it's one hard payment of $497 or three easy payments of $166.
Oh my God. Oh God. You know that place is in Philly. Do you know that?
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I had no
They're
idea.
all about, I mean, that place has made a bloody fortune.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I know it.
There's a few of them now. There's a couple of different channels. I don't,
Yeah. That's crazy. So,
I can't.
So listen, I want to thank you for hopping on, and maybe if you're not crazy busy tomorrow night, we'll do it again, man. Answer some more questions. Like, seriously.
It's answering the questions, isn't it?
What's that?
I love answering salespeople's questions.
I know. It's really, really awesome. Casey Hastings on here. You seeing his comments here? Is that a he?
Yeah. That's pretty good, by the way.
No.
Get my ass in gear. I like
love
that.
it. Yeah. I love that. Sandy McNichol said she's going to get her black card out and buy for everybody. Richard Trevino, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. So I'm looking to see if there are any other questions. Ann McBrayer says Jeffrey Gitomer is brilliant.
You know what? That person is an excellent judge. I don't.
Hey, you're a good dude. I would never, ever in a million years disclose what you offered to do today. But like, it blew me away and a couple of other people away. So I mean, like, seriously blew some people away. So you guys, like, I've known Jeffrey for a couple of years now. I mean, I've known of you for way longer than that, but to be able to call you a friend is an honor too. And like, this guy right here, like, he's the real deal, and he will teach you some serious gold starting on Thursday. So jump on it. The link is pinned to the post. Jeffrey, do you have anything else to say to these fine people watching?
Thank you for listening tonight. Fun thing to do. Love doing it. Come back again when Ken announces it. I'm going to let you pick the winner, Kenny, because you're sitting there looking at all the people. Whoever it is, just communicate it to Jen. You might want to announce it to some of the people that are hanging around.
Oh, we need to, do you want to pick right now?
It's up to you. It's your show. I'm merely a guest.
Well, I was thinking we go back because I need to make sure. Yeah, I'll notify and we'll post it on Facebook.
Okay, cool. That's
Because
cool.
I want to make sure that they shared it and followed all the rules. So
I
by
got
the
you.
way, just in case you joined late, the rules were this: very, very simple. Share this
By the way,
out.
here are the rules.
Huh? There are no
Oh, by
rules.
the way, here's the rules.
No. Well, I told him up front. But like anybody who shared this out, you have to email. Jen, would you post that email address again, please? I think it's helpme@gitomer.com.
That's correct.
Is it okay? You have to email a
All one word.
screenshot.
Me at Gitomer.com.
Yes, email a screenshot of where you shared it to helpme@gitomer.com, and you will receive 2 free ebooks: How to Listen and How to Get Others to Listen to You. You get those, and then one lucky winner is going to win a free ticket to the seminar series.
The first seminar series, not valued at, it costs $497.
Right.
Some things are valued at $497, don't cost a nickel.
Now-
This one's valued at and costs.
Now listen, I want to tell anybody on here, don't let that stop you from buying a ticket because you're not that lucky. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Go buy a ticket and give it away to somebody. You can help somebody else. That's the best way to further your career or your endeavors, is to give back. So
Yep.
make sure you go get a ticket, get a seat. So listen, that's it. That's all I got, man. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate you.
It's a pleasure, Kenny.
Thank
I'll
you,
talk to
guys.
soon.
Jeffrey, don't hang
Our
up
people
on me
will
yet.
call your Our people will call your people.
Don't hang up on me yet. Okay, we'll see
Okay.
you guys later. Have a great night. Jeffrey, thank you so much.
Cheers.